For the longest time, golden has been the golden standard for acrylic paint. Most of the successful artists that I know in real life, they swear by the brand and they use it almost exclusively to produce their beautiful artwork. So today I really wanted to take golden to the task. I wanted to compare the heavy body golden paint to two other brands and see if they're really worth that really high price point that they're known for. Let's go. Peace, it's your brother Larry, and I've been on the business side of art for about 5 years now. Like most of y'all, I started off with the cheap Liquid-X paints, or some of y'all use the craft paints and things of that nature. And just be honest, man, those things are like student grade at the most. That's the best they gonna ever get. Even the higher end Liquid-X is just student grade at the most, I would say. Now, while I was learning the ins and outs of acrylic paint, just getting started on it, I happened upon this Instagram account called Guy Taught Artist. And she almost exclusively uses Master's Touch, which is Hobby Lobby's brand of paint. So I said, let's go ahead and give it a try. And I've been there ever since, honestly, man. 90% of my collection has been painted with Master's Touch paint. I love the buttery feel, you know, I love the fact that it's very affordable. Most of the tubes are like $10 or less. And because Hobby Lobby normally has a 40% sale off of their stored brands, you can normally get it at 40% off. You really can't beat it if you're looking for like something efficient, looking for a budget-friendly, quality product. Master's Touch is gonna be it for most people, honestly. But no matter how well your artwork is selling, and no matter how beautiful it's coming out, if it hasn't, it's going to cross your mind at some point, man. You're gonna start thinking like I did. Man, what if not buying the most premium products is hurting my artwork? What if I bought the most expensive brushes and paints and canvases and it just took my artwork to another level? So thinking about that, I went out and I bought 4 tubes of golden in different colors, and I bought 4 tubes of UTRECHT, which is a store in, I believe, New York, but they have an online store as well. Their online store is amazing, has a great selection of products, and most of the time they have really good sales as well. At the time of this video, they had the best sale on golden. They had a better sale on golden than any of the local stores. So that's enough background, that's enough talking. Let's get to some painting. This is just a tip when choosing colors, especially between brands. On the back of the tubes, it lists the pigment used to create the color. So even if the names of the colors aren't the exact same, this is a good guide to get the colors as close as possible. So on the board here we have 3 brands, MT for Master's Touch, U for UTRECHT, and G for golden. And the colors we're using golden as the reference are primary yellow, cadmium orange, primary cyan, and I'm gonna try to say this word, bear with me, dioxazine purple. It's one of my favorite colors, but you know, it's a weird word. So we're gonna have to layer these paints to test their coverage over an X made with a permanent marker and a black paint blot made with Master's Touch black paint. So as we add new layers, we will add little tally marks to keep track of how many we're adding. Now at the top, I've listed the prices of the smallest tubes of the paints offered. Master's Touch has a standard price per tube. So what that means is no matter the color that you choose, as long as it's the same size, it's the same price. Now with both UTRECHT and golden, some colors are going to be up to double the price of others, even if it's the same size, just based on the color. Now what I'm doing at the very bottom of this chart, at the very bottom row, is blending the complementary colors, which should in theory produce something between a gray and a brown. And this is how I personally, in my practice, find my skin tones. I don't really use brown paints. So complementary color blending is very important to me. Now, take a look at the chart. Make sure y'all press pause if y'all want to study it. All right, family, now that we're done with our experiment, let's go ahead and make some observations. Maybe we come to some conclusions here. So first of all, let's start off with the yellow. It really don't matter how many coats of yellow you put, even with the most premium brands, you're not gonna get that much coverage, man. Yellow is just a very weak color. So I would recommend, if you do want to go over a black X or some black paint using yellow, you either prime it with some white first, or you just mix the white into the yellow, and it should give you some coverage after a few coats. But none of these did good on the yellow. With the orange, which was the highlight of the whole experiment, because you can really see how much more powerful the golden paint is compared to the other two. Master's Touch completely flunked out, where you can see the X in the black paint really well. You can see it's starting to get some coverage with the UTRECHT, but then the golden, you can barely see the X, and you can't see the black paint at all. It's covered really well on the orange. With the blue, golden led by small margin, with the purple small margin as well. So the darker colors, it really didn't matter as much, I don't feel. As far as the blending went, which is another part of the experiment, which is very dear to me, I feel like all of these colors could be used. All of these are like shades of brown, shades of like very dark colors. They could be used for either dark skin tones or like shadows on the skin. My favorite color out of the bunch, which was this brown that the UTRECHT made with the blue and the orange, is a phenomenal mid-tone. Like, you go with something like that and build on top of it, I think you make a lot of magic happen. So, yeah, that's all I got with the chart, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. All right, family, the experiment is over, and golden still reigns supreme as the king of acrylic paint. Now, I know what y'all really want to see. You really want to see how golden holds up against UTRECHT and Master's Touch in actual practice on canvas. And I might just do it for y'all based on the amount of likes I have on this video. I'm going to take 3 separate canvases and do very similar portraits, and just use exclusively golden on one, UTRECHT on one, Master's Touch on one. We're going to compare and contrast and see if ultimately golden makes the difference. And if it doesn't, why buy it? So if y'all into that kind of stuff, man, make sure that y'all like the video. Make sure I'm gonna see y'all in the comment section, and make sure y'all subscribe so y'all don't miss the next video. I'll catch y'all in the next one, man. Appreciate y'all sticking around. It's your brother Larry. Later on.